Hey, what's up? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy Brandon Bird. Just getting back with you, man. Really, just got back into Houston. 80 degrees, nice. Definitely crazy. Definitely crazy. 22, I think, kids died last week, bringing the child death toll flu to 83. I think 83, yeah, 83 or 84. I think it was 63. No, man, it's my bad. It's not. There was 63 last week, so it actually went up to. It was 22 that passed away last week as well, during that number. So it's actually up to 85. I think 85 deaths. Man, what can I say, man? It's getting really hectic. I mean, it's getting really bad right now. I think shout out to Nicole. I think at least and a few other YouTubers and some channel. I think RT News also did articles on it as well. I think the death toll, I think, has already surpassed 6,000 deaths already, so it's getting pretty bad. But I think like I said, on my last two shares that I did, I'm really gonna stick by that. I think there was the evolution of the influenza. I know there's several strains of the flu that's going on, but like I said, the H3 strain is probably the most lethal one of them all. But I just think it's just nature. I think it's just evolution. A lot of people say mutation, but I'm going to stick by the evolution theory because, you guys, the science and the healthcare community been treating the flu for close to about at least 60, 50 years, or maybe 100 years. There's different strains of flu. But also too, I think the common flu that we normally get, I think it just evolved. It got stronger. It's now immune to whatever vaccine or type of medication that you was given. It's immune to that. And also too, if you don't have a strong immune system, that's also go by I think melanin, because really, like I said, through all the death toll, I was trying to see if there's any black children or any any black adults that died from this evolved flu virus, and I can't really find no evidence or no type of information leading to that. So, yeah, it's just like I said, the flu I think it's very evolved now. It's not like a common flu. I think it's maybe something else. I think it could lead to global warming. I think it's something with the global environmental and the global change, the climate change. I think it also related to that as well, and maybe also a more of a high density of radiation. So all that right there contribute to, I think, is a more stronger strains of viruses and bacteria that have artificial evolution, like mutation, or built a natural adaptation to it. So that's kind of like my theory. But yeah, right now the death toll for children is up to almost 85 deaths. Like I said, it's going. I think last year, I think about 140 children died of the flu, and that was last year. And it's already past 85. It's already up to 85, and it's right now just February. So it could definitely be very, very bad. Also, too, they attached, I think, the U.S. Health.org. They did a simulation of death on the Opiod. It was actually pretty impressive. that over 300,000 people died from opium-related causes. Not just from overdosing, but also of accidental death. And it actually, they said, it pushed the fertility, the life expectancy down as well. But yeah, they said the number was within the course of about 4 years. In the course of the last 4 years, over 300, well over 300,000 people died from opioid. So you have to just, that's astonishing. I mean, when you think about it, numbers every year, you got tens of thousands of people dying. Last year, you had over close to 65,000 died. Last year, 2016, you had about 50,000 died. So in 2 years, you already had over 100,000 people that passed away, and majority of them is a lot of young people. And now what they're doing is a lot of organ harvesting from a lot of the deaths of these opioids overdose. So now, but they're listing them as organ donors, like the people actually volunteer to have their organs donated. But in my mind, some of the organs are already damaged. If you've been taking opium for several years, there's a lot of organs that's already damaged. So it's not going. Plus, if you're coming from a pale skin and a very melanated insufficient, a lot of the organs are not going to really be as strong or very highly productive in my view, in my opinion. So that's a lot of things to take into account. But yeah, right now, like I said, they're harvesting the opium, donors now. But they're doing a lot of organ harvesting now with the opium users. So like I said, they feel like maybe some good could come out of all this death. But yeah, right now, man, like I said, I really ain't talked too much about the Black Panther yet, because I ain't went to see it yet. I will be seeing it probably next week. But I've seen a lot of people's comments and stuff like that. I'm not really supporting a Marvel or Disney. I really don't have no love. I really have no care in the world for Disney. I mean, Disney always tries some plots that's always somewhat demeaning, of a demeaning or disrespectful way for Black people. But I really support the cast. But I'm, in the same way, Ted, I really want to make this kind of clear. I know a lot of people be thinking, when you hear Black Panther, plus especially for this new generation of young Black people, Black youth, you don't want them to get confused of something that's fictional and something that's non-fictional. And the Black Panther is of two categories of fiction and non-fiction, reality and fantasy. And the thing about it, you don't want Black children, especially young Black children that are going to see this, to get it confused that when you say Black Panther, you're not. They don't affiliate the word Black Panther with the actual comic book hero, superhero. You know what I'm saying? So that is my intake of it, and I know some people actually point that out. So it's gonna be my job to tell some people, young people, that this is a fantasy, and there was actual real Black Panther organization, a movement, a Black empowerment and emboldened civil rights movement going on that's affiliated with that name. So you definitely don't want to be confused and to associate that name with the superhero. I mean, I'm believe me, I read a lot of comics myself, so I understand. But that's one thing you definitely you don't want this movie to take away from the actual real deal, the actual entity that was really fighting for the better and self-preservation of black people. So you don't want that to be taken away from you. And I know in the Dom society, they're very clever. They're very intelligent. They can definitely manipulate the narrative. So I definitely want everybody to know this. This is a fantasy. This is fictional. This is not non-fictional. But like I said, I really wasn't gonna touch too much on the movie because I ain't watched it yet, and I will be. So I'll probably tell you my thoughts when I really watch the movie with my own eyes. But yeah, I'm not gonna be dressing in all type of dashikis and nothing like that. I mean, it's cool, but it's not. It's a black cast, but it's not really a do-for-self entitlement black or African movie. That's really for us, by us, and from us. So that's you got to take. You got to take the commercial side. You have to think about this is still a white movie, even though I have black cast. It's still a white movie. But yeah, that's my really intake for what I really want to speak on today. I definitely want to speak a little bit about. There's a lot of trolls, a lot of people that's white supremacists and stuff that's making a lot of fake accounts and trying to blame the movie, saying it's violent, and they're coming with fake stories and stuff like that. And like I said, they really don't want this movie to be successful, but at the same time, it's to me, I think they're wasting their time. I ain't saying it because they're wasting time, because a lot of people is coming in droves to support it, but it's not telling the actual of a real narrative to it. Now, it is positive because it shows a black man in a very positive, very powerful position. That I haven't really seen a lot of black male imagery that shows that same type of position, especially in a media format. So I definitely want to see it and see what they do. I'm not gonna really trash the movie. I'm gonna be kind of neutral till I see it. Even when I probably see it, I'm still gonna be somewhat new. I'm gonna be neutral. Unless there's something that I need to address, I'll address it. But so far and so forth. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to jump in here for a little bit and talk about what's going on right now. Like I said, I'll hit you guys later with another comment. Another share, maybe tomorrow, and I'll hit you guys later. All right, one.